Hi everybody, Gina Marie here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am getting ready to do a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Whenever you find this video, you were meant to find it. All right, Taurus, let's see where the cards want to take us today. All right, Taurus, if you'd like to become a love and lighter and join my newsletter, you can go to tarotbyginamarie.com. Look at that. One of my favorite cards is already on the table, and it's the one you don't have to lower your volume for. I know, I love that card. I know, I think I reflect as the Queen of Swords sometimes. Oh, and look, and I say that, and there's the King. All right, overall energy of the reading, is the Six of Swords. Somebody is moving things on to calmer waters. Giddy up. Giddy up. I was going to say, giddy on that boat. All right. In your recent past, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Hermit. Ace of Swords, truth, clarity, epiphany in a situation, my honest adult conversation card. Seven of Pentacles is somebody, Seven of Pentacles can be a card of divine timing. It can be a card of looking back at the past. It can be a card of you reap what you sow. The Hermit. The Hermit is where we go within to figure out what it is we truly want to do for ourselves. In our current energies, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and Temperance. Five of Wands is conflict, either within you or external to you. Five of Pentacles is being lack, left out in the cold. Temperance is balance, patience, healing, reconciliation energy. In your potential final outcome, we have the Ace of Cups, Justice, and the King of Swords. Justice is wanting things fair and balanced. Ace of Cups is a new beginning in love, a new beginning with something you love. It is the flow of emotion. King of Swords has a plan, takes action, and cuts out what no longer serves him. Now, we have to see how all of this correlates to the Six of Swords. Now, let's start clarifying. Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Now, take the reading how it resonates. Roles can be reversed. I can be talking about you or somebody's energy who is connected to you. Why is this Ace of Swords here? Yeah, why is the Ace of Swords here? Talk to me about this Ace of Swords. Why is it here? Why and oh why? Talk to me about this Ace of Swords. Yeah. Ace of Swords is being clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. I want to say the truth that somebody is realizing is that, yes, they have a lot of love to give, but I want to say what they need to do is they need to hold back from giving the love. And let me explain. As in, we don't give it willy-nilly. We don't give it to people who don't deserve it. As in, we don't give where people don't reciprocate. We don't give, and then they sit here and they don't give, and we feel like, okay, well, maybe if I overgive, they'll start giving and matching my energy, and they don't. Sometimes they stay here or they start retreating, and we keep giving. So I want to say somebody is realizing that the love that I have, that sometimes I need to hold back, that I need to give the love to myself, but I don't need to give it to everybody willy-nilly. Seven of Pentacles. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Yes, why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Talk to me. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Talk to me about this Seven of Pentacles. Why is it here? Why and a why? Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? The Seven of Pentacles is being clarified by the Two of Wands and Temperance. Yeah. I want to say somebody, in some aspects, when I threw this card on the table and when I started to talk about it, I almost said holding on and holding back. And that's this card here. And I had to stop myself. And I was like, no, that's not the that's the Four of Pentacles, not the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like as we hold on and hold back, okay, I feel like in some aspects, this is I feel like we're looking back at the past, learning from the past, learning where we should have held back. And now we're setting the intention to move forward, keeping our life in balance. The Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? Talk to me about the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? Why and a why? Why is the Hermit here? Yeah. Hermit is being clarified by the Two of Swords and the Four of Swords. Yeah, this is going within. Going within and taking a look at what in some ways we feel is blocking us and healing from it. Because let's be honest, sometimes the blocks are blocks that we put up ourselves. It's the mental blocks. Oh no, I can't do that. Why? I don't think I can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Oh, well, I was hurt in the past and blah, blah, blah. So I'm carrying these wounds, or I'm carrying wounds from childhood. You let that block you from moving forward. We need to heal from it. 4 swords, resting, recovering, and healing. And I'm drawn to the spider webs, which tells me to, in some ways, tell you, take all the time you need to heal. Healing is not a race, it's a journey. It's not a one and done thing. So take your time, get the self-love, self-care you need, and heal. Current energies, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and Temperance. 5 of Wands. Why is the 5 of Wands here? Talk to me about these 5 of Wands. Why is the 5 of Wands here? Why and a why? Why is the 5 of Wands here? Yeah. Possibly being conflicted in the past to take that leap of faith forward, but now I feel like this is internal conflict, I feel, about taking that leap of faith forward, almost like having confidence in yourself. But you know what? I feel like we're erasing that because we're healing from the wounds of the past. We're healing from the things that we think were blocking us. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, we go into hermit mode, realizing why we were at a crossroads and healing from it. And being like, no, I don't need to be there. So this conflict, possibly about taking a new beginning, moving forward, I don't feel like we're at a crossroads anymore. I don't feel like we're conflicted. I feel like we're moving forward, realizing that we are the master of our own destiny, that you have everything you need to accomplish your goals. 5 of Pentacles. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? Yeah. You know what I'm feeling with this 5 of Pentacles? Yeah. Is I feel like in some aspects, you may be putting yourself out in the cold. Okay, and let me explain why I say that. I feel like you're putting yourself out in the cold with things and people and situations because you want peace of mind. It's kind of like taking a step back. It's, for example, I feel in my own life, the older that I get, that my social circle is not so much expanding. And yes, I have a YouTube channel, and yes, I have a lot of subscribers, but I feel that my inner circle is kind of like doing this. It's like the people that I want to associate with is kind of doing this. Like I feel like the people on my channel here, these are my soul tribe, these are my people. But in the world outside of YouTube, my circle, for my own peace of mind. And I feel like this is what you're doing. You're putting in some ways, you're putting yourself out in the cold because you don't want, I guess, for lack of a better term, you don't need to be bombarded with everything and everyone. This is you, in some ways, I feel like reclaiming your power, slowly going towards the things you love, slowly moving forward to having a new beginning for you, whatever that looks like. If that means getting rid of a dead, done, and over relationship because you're tired of overgiving, done. If it means you are tired of doing the work grind and doing what everybody expects you to do, this is you saying, you know what, I'm not happy at this job anymore. Let me put my resume out there. Let me go find something else. Let me start that business that I wanted to. Let me go back to school and do what it is that I wanted to do. I feel like in some ways, this is kind of like a reset for you. And you're like, I'm just being more honest with myself. I'm giving where it feels good, and I'm holding back because I don't need to give everybody a part of me. I don't need to be that for everyone. Temperance. Why is Temperance here? Why is Temperance here? You know, I will be very raw and honest with you. I created my YouTube channel because, yes, I love tarot and I love helping people, but I wanted to be able to have a community where I felt comfortable doing so. Because there are people that know me that don't know that I do this. Because they, in some aspects, I don't think they would be very receptive. So sometimes I keep this part of me to me. And I feel like that's what you're doing here. You're kind of, I guess for lack of a better term, finding your place, making your place, not overextending, holding back when you need to, going off in that different direction, giving yourself the peace that you need. No longer at a crossroads. This could be, you know what, people wouldn't accept me for who I am, and I'm healing from that, and I'm moving forward and becoming who I really want to become. It could be something as silly as not carrying the weight of everybody else's expectations. It could be sometimes we say we're okay when we're not, and not doing that anymore. No longer being conflicted, going off and doing what it is you want because you hold the power and you can. You yourself, in some ways, are putting, as you put other people out in the cold, I feel like you put yourself out in the cold with people that don't, I guess, vibrate with you. I hope I'm explaining this right. I feel like this is you putting your life into balance. This is you essentially finding your tribe. And being okay, being independent, and being very much on your own. I feel like you don't really need anybody. You may want people in your life, but you want quality people that actually get you. You don't need to have 10 million friends on Facebook. If you had 5 solid friends in real life, you're happy with that. Or even if you have 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. You're happy with that. It's almost like you're looking at everything and everyone and the superficial stuff around you, and you're like, you know what, this is garbage, I don't need it. And stripping it away and getting down to the core of who you are and who really is your soul tribe. That's kind of the reading that I feel. Potential final outcome, Ace of Cups, Justice, and the King of Swords. I hope I explained that correctly. Justice, why is Justice here? You know, not only am I a Leo, but I am a Taurus. I'm a Leo sun, but I'm a Taurus moon and I'm a Taurus rising. So, why is Justice here? Why is Justice here? Yeah, and I usually equate myself to the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Justice is wanting things fair and balanced. Sometimes you have to be, and I'm just going to say it, sometimes you have to be a cold hard bitch. Sometimes you have to be. Because you have to do it to sometimes preserve your peace. You know, sometimes people come after you. Sometimes people come up to you. Sometimes people want a piece of you. And sometimes, you know, when you say no, sometimes people don't hear that because they're, oh, well, she'll change her mind, and they just keep nitpicking at you. And sometimes you got to come out and you got to draw your sword, metaphorically speaking, and say no. And look at them and be like, no, today is not the day and I am not the one. Don't test me. So I feel like this is you keeping things in balance and being cold where you need to because you're standing up for yourself and your own peace of mind and your own boundaries. And that feels good to you. For some of you, I want to say, this is a long time coming. This is a long time coming. Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Yeah. Healing and putting up boundaries and going towards the things that you love and holding love for yourself and not having to give love to everything and everyone else, not having to overextend. Yeah. Oh yeah, I used to, oh, but you have to because they're this, and that. No, I don't have to do shit. No, I don't. Ace of Cups is being clarified by the King of Swords, and he's our next card out, and the King of Wands. Yeah, where it comes to having a new beginning in love, it's like I feel like in some ways you're cutting out the pretentiousness. You're cutting out the superficial, the fake and phony. You're cutting all that out. I feel like this is you getting to the core of what it is you truly want, who you are, and how you want to move forward. King of Swords. Why is this King of Swords here? Yeah. Yeah, and if that means cutting things and people out, purging them from your life, you don't have to, it's like you don't have to do it loudly and be like, I'm done with you. You don't serve a purpose. Out. No, it can be just as quiet as scrolling through the contacts on your phone going, nope, delete, 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 delete. Done. That's it. That's it. King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords here? I know. I used to have a ton of contacts, and I can't remember how I got half of them. And I was like, nope, out, 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 out. I'm like, okay, these people I need, these people, no, out. King of Swords, yeah. King of Swords is being clarified by Judgment and the Four of Cups. Yes, I want to say this is you seeing the truth, speaking the truth, and going towards the truth, okay? Cutting out the superficial here, going towards the things that really and truly, I want to say, mean and matter to you. Heeding to the calling, it's an awakening. Heeding to the calling of the life you were meant to live. No longer feeling like you've missed out on anything, because you haven't. You haven't. I want to tell you, what is meant for you will never pass you by. The Six of Swords is you getting on this boat and moving forward. Moving forward, I want to say, well, it might sound horrible, but like almost like with a new identity, as in speaking the truth, knowing the truth, and putting the love back into you and holding back when you need to. It's almost like for some of us, we've overextended ourselves, and now this is you, as in we've overextended, and this is you now reeling it all back in, going, okay, no, we need to evaluate this. I don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. This I want, this I don't. And keeping the circle small. And it's almost like doing it to keep your own peace. Yeah, it's getting on that boat and dropping all of those burdens. And I want to say for some of you, these burdens aren't even yours to carry. I want to say for some of you, you're carrying other people's burdens. Don't do it. You don't need to. You don't need to always be the peacemaker. You don't always need to be the reliable one. You don't always need to be the stable one that everybody comes to. You don't need to be the one that people come to you and you fix their problems. You don't have to be that person. You don't have to be it for anybody. Be it for yourself. You're not obligated to do that for others. I think that might be some of the truth that's coming in. All right. What does the universe say? And if you're going to tell me, well, I have to do that because then people won't love me, they won't respect me. No. Just worry about just loving and respecting yourself. You can't make other people care about you or love you or respect you. You can't. You can only hold yourself in a high regard and move forward. That's it. That's all you can do. Live your life honestly. The right people will come into your life, and the wrong people, they'll just fade away. Six of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. There she is again. Giddy up. Love her. And the Sun. And the Queen of Swords is being crossed. Yeah, by the Nine of Cups. Be brutally honest with what it is that you truly want. Give to what you want to give to. Give to what gives back. Remember what I said up here? This is you having the love and giving the love, but you're holding back when you need to, because if it's not given back to you, you're going to hold back. Remember what I said about you giving and somebody not giving and you overgiving, hoping that they would meet you, but they don't, and we continue to overgive? We're done with that. Here we are, knowing the truth, seeing the truth about our wish fulfillment. Okay? And what do I always say to you about this Nine of Cups? Yes, Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment, but it's getting what you want because you value yourself. Now we value ourselves enough to be truthful and honest with ourselves about what we want to give to and what is giving back to us. And that, knowing what truly makes us happy. Being illuminated to who gives and who doesn't. And who needs to go and who can stay. All right, Taurus, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped. If you like the content that I have, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like a much in-depth personal reading with me, then please email me at gina@tarotbyginamarie.com. Love and light, everybody.